Good morning everybody and welcome to our assembly this morning. How are we all doing? I'm set up in a slightly random way this morning because we're going to do some nice interesting crafts for a bit of midweek fun. And on our craft this morning we are going to be featuring rainbows. Now we've seen a lot of rainbows, haven't we? Good morning to the Withnaws. We've seen a lot of rainbows over these last few weeks in lockdown, haven't we? People have been putting them in their windows, doing lots of lovely different designs, and that has been like our little symbol for lockdown, really, hasn't it? And a sort of a thank you for NHS workers and stuff. So honestly, I could have been doing rainbows like 50 days ago or so in this assemblies, but I thought I would leave the rainbow till our last week of assemblies. And why is that? Because the rainbow in the Bible comes in the story of Noah, but it comes at the end of the story, doesn't it? So it is the promise that God sends at the end of lockdown. Now, where are we? We are day, I don't know, 100, something like that, of lockdown. And it's been a bit of a challenge, hasn't it? It's been difficult not being able to be with people, not being able to go places. But Noah was in the same boat, literally a boat. He was in lockdown, if you think about it. So at the time of Noah, the world was not in a good place. And God basically thought, let's start again. But Noah was the one person he thought he's worth saving, keeping an eye on. And so he said, Noah, build a boat. And not just a little boat. This was a massive boat. And the strange thing was, he didn't live by the sea. And he was living in a land where there wasn't really even any rain. They weren't used to floods at all. It was completely unheard of. So people were laughing at Noah as he was building this boat. And it probably was quite a funny sight. In the middle of just inland, massive boat. And he and his family and loads of animals were in there. And do you know what? They were in there in total for 10.5 months. So that is one big old lockdown. And you might think it's bad enough being stuck in with your brothers and your sisters, but can you imagine being in there with a whole load of stinky animals too? So at the end, when they come out, this is what I thought was quite an interesting part of the story. You know what? They came out and Noah actually said thank you to God. He built an altar and he thanked him for bringing him through that time. And actually think, you know, we should also be thinking about, let's thank God that we've been brought through this time together, safely. And think about what are the things we're going to change, because that was the whole point of the flood. It was about a fresh start. What is it that you might now do differently from before lockdown? Are you maybe going to drive your car less and cycle and walk more to help protect the environment? Are you going to chat to your neighbours more, or those people, old people down the street that you hadn't even met before this? Have a think, maybe make a little list, instead of New Year's resolutions, a sort of a new morning, new lockdown, coming out of hibernation resolutions. And that, as I said, that rainbow was that message, that promise from God that he wouldn't wipe things out again. And that even though he knew that we were still going to make mistakes, he wanted us to continue in our lives. So, rainbows, here we come. Now, always risky doing crafts. I think we've got a shot here, we're okay. So, now, a few things you probably haven't got lying around. What have I got? These are called, I think they're called like diffusers. And you can order them online, or if you're able to get to an artsy crafty shop. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Gavin. So, here we are. I think maybe I've come onto the wrong channel, haven't I? But never mind, we'll see. We'll see where we are. Okay, I'm going to artsy crafty. Then I've got these acrylic inks, and I've got them in red, yellow and blue. And of course we know we've got our 7 colours of the rainbow. I'm going to try and make, I guess, maybe 6, but in a kind of an overlappy sort of way. Okay, so we have got red, blue, yellow, and which goes to the top of the rainbow? The red one. Okay, so red one. This is all going to go disastrously wrong, I'm sure, but let's give this a go. And what I'm going to do is I put the end of this into here and we just blow. And so I'm going to try and blow on this. This is like a, what do you call these, a bag, a tote bag, and it's just a fabric one. Again, you can pick those up online. Morning, Amy. I'm definitely on the wrong channel, aren't I? I thought I was on Croes-y-Parc, but I'm definitely on Peterston, aren't I? Never mind. Reaching more people, okay. Right, okay. Here we go. Ink number 1. This is red. This could go terribly wrong, but let's give it a go. I should do a test really, shouldn't I? But okay, not too bad. You can see that, great. It's a little bit like, what do you call that, graffiti type of stuff, isn't it? Morning, Ames. Okay, right, okay. I'm going to do, now because I haven't got an orange, I'm going to kind of mix the yellow and the red. So I'm going to do another line and then I'm going to do a yellow over it. Right, there we go. Okay, that's the end of my red for now. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to get the yellow. Right, let's see how we go with the yellow. So I'm going to do yellow over the red to hopefully make what colour? Orange, right. Okay, yeah, kind of orangey. All right, let's go with a bit of red, yellow on its own now. Okay, looking nice. This is going to get a bit squashed, I think, isn't it? Right, you need to do a bit more yellow, because now I'm going to mix the yellow with the blue. And let's see how this one goes. Oh, well, this is not a good space one. Right, we're going to try a different one. Let's try this one. Oh, that one's kind of gone a bit green anyway. Right, oh, that's because I put a yellow in there. Never mind, okay, let's go again with a bit of blue. Oh. Blue, lovely. Oh, nice. And then we'll finish off. What do we need to make our sort of purple colour right at the end?
Red and blue.
We need to put a bit of red back in, that is right. Okay. Oh, went a bit too red, never mind. We'll just put a little bit more of blue on top of that one, I think. Can't get the blue one, never mind. There we go. So, lovely. Like, spin that around a little bit more so you can see it. Oops, spilled my ink everywhere. Right, there we have our rainbow bag. So, as I say, you can get these things in craft shops, online, make your rainbow bags, go shopping in the village store. Sorry I've come on the wrong channel this morning. I was meant to be on Croes-y-Parc Chapel because that's where I've been doing assemblies every morning, but it's lovely to have your company. And our point this morning is to remember these rainbows. We've been using them, haven't we, as thank you reminders, but we should also remember God's promise that he wanted a new start, a fresh beginning for both of us. And think about what it is you are going to change as we come out of lockdown. What it is that you are going to do fresh and new this morning. Okay. Anybody want to join me tomorrow? I will be on Croes-y-Parc Chapel's page and I will see you then. Until then, stay safe.